What up, Dokkaners? Today we are going to be testing out two characters in one video. I figured I'd just double up just because these characters really need each other to work even better. And that is the 100% Max Links Dabura and the newly super easy 8th anniversary free-to-play LR Babidi Majin Vegeta. That's right, this is from the 8th anniversary. They gave the 8-year anniversary the full treatment. Every single LR that came out of that got some sort of an upgrade. So let's see how these units work together. For a breakdown on how this guy works, check out the 55% video because I went in more detail on how he works. In terms of hidden potential builds, I gave him max dodge and I gave the rest into additional. The only change that I made since that other video is that I wanted to try a little bit more critical, just to give some of his attacks a little bit more juice. But ultimately, I think max additional is the best way to go, especially considering the fact that this Babidi is now going to be on the team. I will probably always run these two on the same team because they kind of need each other. This guy is a 120% Inhuman Deeds lead. Super attack doesn't change because the super easy only change the passives. The super attack doesn't change, the leader skill does not change. So he greatly raises defense for one turn, causes Colossal with a high chance to seal. 18 key greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, causes Mega Colossal damage with a high chance to stun. For the passive, key +5 attack and defense plus 250. Extreme allies, attack and defense plus 30%. Majin Saga category allies and corroded body and mind, attack and defense plus 30%. Before attacking, damage reduction 40%. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack plus 250. When receiving an attack with 15 or more key, defense plus 250. When attacking with 18 or more key, launches an additional super attack. When there is a superclass enemy or when there are 4 or more Majin Buu Saga category allies on the team, 70% chance to dodge, damage reduction 20% temporarily when receiving a normal attack, chance to dodge plus 10% temporarily when receiving a super attack, chance to dodge and damage reduction plus 10% within the turn after dodging an attack. So dodge is the name of the game, but considering you already have 70%, you've also got a base 5 dodge since it's an int unit, and you get a little bit more dodge here and there, the chances of that dodge kicking in are pretty good, which means you basically have 80% chance to dodge during the turn, give or take whatever your hit potential is. So dodge is already looking pretty good. When there's an extreme class enemy or when 4 or more corroded body and mind allies are on the team, key +4, extreme allies chance to crit plus 10%, Majin Buu Saga corroded body and mind chance to crit plus 10%, attack and defense plus 100% when attacking with 12 or more key, all allies attack and defense plus 15% self excluded for 2 turns when attacking with 18 or more key. So if you run both of these conditions, which you can for Majin Buu Saga, for corroded body and mind, you could be getting a bunch of dodge, damage reduction, and team crit, as well as extra multi-turn support. All kind of scaled down since it's a free-to-play, but this looks pretty good so far. So in terms of hit potential, you don't really need dodge, you don't really need additional, you kind of want to go for crit. But then when we talk about the standby, that changes things. For the standby, this activates from the 4th turn from the start of battle. You can standby for 5 turns, during which the charge count increases by 1 per key sphere obtained. When you're in standby mode, Majin Vegeta is unable to attack, key +5 defense plus 250, 1% chance for superclass allies attack and defense plus 100%. I don't know why exactly they did this. I think it might have something to do with like maybe Vegeta's mind or his heart when he was taken over. He's 99% evil, but he still has 1% of like compassion or goodness in there. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. 99% chance for extreme class allies attack plus 60%. That will more likely be the thing that happens. With another 3 or more Majin Buu Saga or corroded body and mind allies on the team, randomly changes key spheres of a certain type other than int into rainbow, damage reduction plus 44%. When receiving an attack with 12 or more key, defense plus 250, damage reduction plus 44% when receiving an attack with 15 or more key, so that gives you 88% damage reduction, which is pretty good on its own. But remember, damage reduction on its own might not be an issue for most events, but sometimes it can be a problem. This is also a free-to-play, so you kind of want a little bit more, which is where dodge might help. But then also you got to factor in for every attack received, critical plus 50% up to 100. You got to get hit twice in order to max out your critical. When he is 18 or more at the end of the turn, damage or recovers 20% HP, and then when you activate the finished effect, attack plus 600%. The finished effect will depend on how much you pick up in charge count. If your charge count is 29 or less, you will raise your attack by 15% temporarily per charge count and cause ultimate damage. If it is above 30, then you will resurrect Majin Buu, and you will raise attack by 15% temporarily per charge count and cause super ultimate damage to the enemy. So how do you build this character? Well, let's start with the standby. Because the standby gives you crit, you have to get hit though, which means dodge sort of interferes with that. But considering over the course of 5 turns, the chances of this unit getting hit are going to be pretty good, even if you have 50% crit or 50% dodge, right? Over the course of 5 turns, which is 3 appearances, or actually, I guess more so 2, because the last turn you actually have to execute the finisher. Over the course of 2 turns, if you put this guy in slot 1, the chance of them getting hit twice is pretty good, even if you've got 50% dodge. So I feel like going max dodge might be okay, but the only thing that would deter me from saying that is the regular form, because the regular form gives you a pretty decent amount of dodge. So you can go for max additional. You don't need critical on the final form, but you might want to get some critical on this form. So actually, it's kind of weird that I'm saying this, but I think I'm gonna say max additional, the rest critical, which is weird to say, but I think ultimately you are going to be using the Babidi side more, because, like, you know, if you're going for like a long form event or something, after the 5 turns of standby, you'll just revert back to Babidi. So I think giving Babidi more attack power, I think, is better. So I'm going to say max additional, and then the rest goes into crit. Or you could even go max. You can even go max crit. You could even go max crit and then go the rest additional. I don't think you need dodge as much. So yeah, that's going to be how I think we build this unit. I didn't do anything. I had to change my build because I had maximum dodge originally. It was 32 dodge, and that's kind of pointless. So I changed it to full additional with the rest just being 11 dodge. But yeah, I should probably, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and change that real quick. There we go. Much better. So let's go ahead and test this baby out and let's see what we can do. Max links, max synergy, double Dabura. I got a bunch of Manta Saga allies on the team, and let's get the Daburas on the proper rotations, shall we? This took way too long. Way too long to get. All right. Babidi and Dabura on the same rotation. Here we go.
This is as far as you will go.
Let the devil
Be your opponent.
out.
I didn't time that right.
Let the devil out.
Now, come at me.
Okay. Oh.
I got a Brazilian butt lift.
Okay. We don't need Goma here. So this is what we're going to do, right? We are going to open with... Actually, wait a second. Dabura gets stronger with every attack received or avoided. I feel like we're probably not gonna... Yeah, let me have Babidi go first, just because I feel like Dabura's gonna kill really fast. So let me have Babidi actually do some stuff, get hit. These are our numbers early. I guess this is pretty good for a free-to-play. Almost 1 million pre-attack phase, right? 400,000 defense looking kind of weird, though. Let's do this. And let's do this. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We got hit. All right. 29 million attack stat for Babidi. This is the 18 key. 10 million. All right. 17.6 million attack stat on the follow-up. 11.6 million on the crit. Did about 24 million damage across 3 hits. And now we're just going to dodge everything else. Yeah. And now 11.3 million attack stat for Dabura. 7.5 million damage on a crit. 12.2 million attack stat on the second super. 6.4 million damage, no crit. 13.1 million attack stat on the third super. 8.8 million damage with a crit. And we dodge. Let's go. We're gonna kill here? Are we actually gonna take him out? Because this is... Oh my god. Are you serious? Since when? What? What? Huh? Okay, well, I guess. Let's do this. I'm a little surprised that we didn't... How did we not... What? How did we not take him out? Well, whatever. All right, don't crit so we can just maybe get one more attack in there. Thank you. No, launch a super. There you go. That is a little disappointing. You know what, though? Yakon is not here. Oh, shoot. Yakon's about to get guaranteed dodge, and it's wasted. Yep, it is wasted. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to focus on Dabura's just overall stat building. We're going to focus on attacking the Zamasu. And then I think I'm gonna also try to get the standby stuff going around here. And then we'll try to get the finisher to happen when we fight Tech Fusion Zamasu. So let's have this guy go first. I want to go after Zamasu right there. And then we will do this. And then we will do this. Guaranteed dodge for Yakon. Nice dodge. He gets stronger with every attack he dodges or receives. Look, oh my god. 62.8 million attack stat. Wow. 18.5 no crit. 66.8 million attack stat. 19.8 million no crit. I was really hoping we get some crit here. 70.8 million attack stat. What the heck? 20.7 million no crit. We have not had a single critical. 74.8 million attack stat. Good lord. 21.9 million damage, no crit. Yeah, this boy's maxed out. 35.2 million attack stat. This is the Yakon effect, by the way. Yakon being on the rotation is why they're juiced up so much. You know, this makes me pretty happy because Majin Buu Saga actually got a pretty sizable upgrade with these two releases, it looks like. Goma hasn't... I don't think Goma's that necessary. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. When it comes to just raw defense, these guys ain't gonna cut it. This guy gets stronger by attacking more and more in the slot 3. It's fine. The damage we deal on Zamasu isn't gonna matter because, you know, it's not gonna do anything. It's fine. Guaranteed dodge. Guaranteed dodge. Nice. All right, so let's do the same thing over here. Oh, right. Goma will actually attack everybody. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I do want to put Dabura slot 1 though, because I do want to have Dabura build up. So let's do that. And then we'll do that. And then we'll do this. Okay. After this, there's only Fusion Zamasu, and then there's Tech Fusion Zamasu, right? So we're gonna have to spend some of our standby time kind of chilling right here. 32.9 million attack stat. Yeah, the lack of synergy is very noticeable. Oh, now you do a crit, huh? That extra defense that the Goma provides will also help make the standby Vegeta much more effective in the slot 1 when we get there. So now we can go standby, and for 5 turns we will be building up, and then we'll actually have to use it on the 5th turn. So I want to have the Majin Vegeta around for that. By the way, check out the crazy stats from Dabura. Look at that. 33 million, right? No, 3 million. So hard to see. No, it's 33 million attack. Dude, Dabura is looking insane. All right, so let's go ahead and trigger the standby here.
Your body and mind are mine now.
The animation is very much free-to-play coded. All right. Well, I really want to keep the Majin Vegeta around, and with 5 turns, unfortunately, he will not come back. So I got to keep him on the rotation. But unfortunately, that means we're going to damage the Rosé just a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. We won't kill the Rosé. We'll do this. Ooh, ton of orbs. Very nice. All right, we get 11 orbs. Let's go ahead and do that. So by putting this guy in the middle, we have 2 attacks inbound. Hopefully we get hit by both. This 5 dodge could interfere. I really hope it doesn't. And then Dabura is going to get phased out. So how many orbs can we pick up? We want to just maximize our orbage every turn. Looks like it's just this. Okay. I'm going to save that active skill for later. I don't want to use that right now. Oh! Oh, that's so much! Ah! Dang, that's so much damage. All right, so I want to get hit twice here. I won't obey Babidi's order. Oh, you're gonna hit me with that, huh? Okay. Oh, you fancy, huh? 1, 2. All right. Guaranteed crit achieved. 76.6 million attack stat for Dabura. The dude just keeps going. 22.8 million no crit. 11 million slap no crit. 80.5 million attack stat on Dabura. Oh my god. He is a monster. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wowie. Wow. Okay. Well, I really hope we don't kill this turn. Goma's gonna use his AoE. Yakon. Let me go ahead and use Yakon's ability. Yeah, just to give myself more tankiness, I guess. All right, so the nerfing doesn't work, but we raise our stats and we heal. Not that we needed it, but I just wanted to give him some extra juice here because he gets attack plus 40%, attack and defense 40%. So we'll do that. And oh yeah, we want to be picking up a ton of orbs, so let's do this. And then Dabura. Let's go ahead and do this. Ooh, nice orbage. All right. Oh my god. Take it easy. Take it easy. Okay. I think that keeps us safe. Okay. So next turn, we're gonna kill Rose. Because we'll have 3 turns left. So with 3 turns left, we'll kill Rose. 2 turns left, we'll kill AGL Fusion Zamasu. And then the final turn, we'll attack Tech Fusion Zamasu. This had better work. Oh boy, dodge. Thank you. He has 85% chance to dodge. And then I have a backup 30 hit potential. 71.6 million attack stat. 21 million damage, no crit. Okay, 8 million damage on a slap. 75.9 million attack stat. Give me a crit. 22, no crit. 80.2 million attack stat. Give me a crit. 24, no crit. Nice dodge. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take him out here. To make sure that we don't lose, I'm gonna have the free-to-play Majin Vegeta slot 1 because we have 88% damage reduction. So I'm gonna pick up all of these. Doesn't matter who we target. And then this guy will target you. Ooh, what's the best way to do this? If I do this, we pick up a ton of these orbs with the Spopovich. 7, 6. Okay, so let's go for this one. Yes. Also, just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna go ahead and activate this just to make sure that we are secure going through this. Okay, take him out. I mean, you might as well super me if you want. Go ahead. I ain't afraid. Aw, you chicken. All right, Majin Vegeta, take him out. Are you serious? Please tell me we actually take him out. Oh my god, the whole plan hinges on us taking him out. All right, Dabura should take him out. Dabura's probably not going to be doing much at this point. He maxed out at around like 96 million attack, which was pretty sweet. But since we're trying to get this spirit bomb, this standby finisher, he's not going to be... Well, I guess... no, he won't be around for a little while. I'm just going to bench him again. We do have to make sure we kill this guy, though. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate his active skill just to make sure that we take him out. So you know what? We will get to see a little bit of what he does right here. Wait, did I do the right one? Yes. Okay. So let me put him right here, and let me go ahead and activate this.
Prepare to witness the power of the King of the Demon Realm.
Oh my god. He killed it. Wait, that's so bad. Oh crap. Well, I'm so glad time travel works there, because we shot ourselves in the foot. We didn't get any stacking, or not stacking. We didn't get any orb pickups right there. That was really bad. So I'm very happy that I did not let that slide. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and do this. I mean, clearly he's going to take him out. So 5 orbs, or let's go ahead and do... Let me go ahead and do this, I suppose. Will this be better? I mean, you kind of just have to mix and match and like find the best setup. I think this is probably what's best. Yeah. All right. So 6 orbs. Okay. So we 65 orbs. All right. Sure. Whatever. Well, you got to see what that Dabura active skill could do. But I mean, look at how strong he is even without the critical. I am not getting lucky with those crits. $108 million attack stat? Oh my god. Dude, what? This guy's insane. All right, so this is probably our best setup we could ever ask for. This guy opens in slot 1, so he's got guaranteed dodge. So let's pick up as many orbs as we can here. So 6, 6. Let's pick up this. Okay. And then we can pick up 8 or 9. All right, so let's pick up 9 orbs right here. So that's what we got, 80 orbs. Okay, so 80 orbs. We've got 6 out of our 7 links active, 220%, max links, type advantage. Here we go. Let's see what we get.
He's in full power! He's coming out! Majin Buu's coming out!
But after all that, are you serious? After all that, we did 38 million on a crit. I mean, I get he's free to play, but dude, what the? What? Okay, so, okay. I guess we could give more like attack boosting skill orbs. I don't even think it's worth it, to be honest. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, because it's just not, it's free to play. It's a free to play. And I think in this day and age, with how much we get with like these summonable characters, free to plays are just getting lost in their dust, you know? Wow, that is a bit of a bummer. 38 million. But you know what? Still great defensive unit. I think that much is still, we need to praise the unit. Great dodging as Babidi, great team support as the Babidi, and then also great damage reduction, 88% damage reduction as the standby. So if anything, you could see it more as just a way to defend yourself. And it gives Majin Buu Saga more versatility. I think that's ultimately the most important thing. At the end of the day, Majin Buu Saga is not top tier, you know, best teams in the game. Because now what requires a unit to be among the best would be multiple roll, functionality, like they can do slot 1, they can do slot 2, slot 3. This team is not there, but it's getting upgrades. It's kind of like the androids team, it's kind of like the Planet Namek Saga teams, like they're getting little incremental chunks here and there. Let's go ahead and activate this again. Let's see what we do to this guy. Let's go ahead and activate this. Yeah, I want to see how much we do.
Prepare to witness the power of the king of the
Dabura, go! Use flamethrower! $46.8, no crit. I am getting so unlucky with those criticals, man. All right, well, Goma, I don't know, do whatever you want, I guess. Do this. And we'll do, oh crap. We should probably switch that up. Oh, I was hoping for a crit. Okay, so I'm gonna put him in slot 1 and we're gonna use the Dokkan attack. Can we actually get it though? Ooh, we actually might not get the Dokkan attack. Yeah, we're not gonna get it. Okay, so how can I stall? I can't. Okay, we're not getting a Dokkan attack. Interesting. Goma actually might still end up getting the Dokkan attack. Well, whatever. Hopefully he gets an additional and he does some damage without the Dokkan attack. Well, that's just, what a stupid way to end this. Additional, there it is. 61 million attack stat. Give me a crit, please. Come on. Are you
Time to get serious. Let's go.
I mean, this guy's gonna kill him. He's been stacking attack and defense plus 150 minimum. Even he doesn't do it. What? Oh, counter.
Hell Blitz.
19.6 million damage on the non-critical. Will you get the kill? Okay, this was a great video, and then everyone has just been letting me down left and right. You can't be serious. Okay, let's try this. Active. Critical, please. Oh my god. Well, that's the first one. So, not the most impressive display of damage, but in terms of cohesion, in terms of synergy, it worked pretty well. Dabura is our monster attack dog, and we have some good defense courtesy of Babidi, some supporting, and the standby actually is pretty nice defense as well. Plus, it makes Majin Vegeta a little bit more relevant outside of World Tournament. All right, let's move on. All right, we're going to try the Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta Adult Special Battle, the 11th Anniversary Part 1. This is going to be more so about what Dabura is able to do. Now we're going to have Babidi be more of a facilitator. We're not going to be fixating so much on trying to get that standby finisher. We'll still probably do it, but I kind of just want to see how we can handle the AoE type stuff. I want to make the conditions a little bit tougher for Dabura. So let's go ahead and start him off right here, I guess. Actually, wait, no. I think it'd be smarter if we do this. Let's give, yeah, let's give everybody else some, oh, wait. He doesn't launch an additional unless he gets an attack received right. Hang on. Let's have Goma give everybody defense. Let's do this. All right, let's see what happens here.
Give me that defense.
Actually, wait a second. What does this Vegeta do in terms of getting stronger? Is it based on hits? Oh, he loses defense with each attack received. That's actually good. All right, 9.9 million attack stat. We already know what he can do in terms of stat progression, so I don't really need to shout that out. Hey, we got a crit. Finally, when it didn't matter. Thank you, dummy. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. Nice dodge, okay. Vegeta is going to be getting stronger every turn, so I don't know if this is going to last. But I do want to put the defense to the defense to the test. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Let me also activate the scouter. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. And then we'll go ahead and do this. And then we will do this. Okay. $33.6 million attack stat. Nice dodge. 13.7. Come on, man. You got extra crit courtesy of Babidi. What are you doing? Ooh, that got him. Okay. You know, just as Vegeta gets stronger, my Dabura is also getting stronger because of the... For every attack received or dodged, he gets 111, which is crazy. Okay. The attack is happening in slot... Wait, 2 attacks? No, just the... Right, okay. All right, I guess, well, you know, I should probably have Majin Vegeta go for... No, Majin Vegeta is fine. Yeah, we're fine. Let me have Goma do this. Give everybody more defense. Then we'll have Dabura do this. And then we'll have Majin Vegeta pick up all this just to give him extra coverage, extra protection. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is getting pretty strong right now. This is the 3rd turn, so he has 150% attack. And we still haven't done a bar on his health. Oh my god. This is insane. Okay, nice dodge. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. Oh, counter. Nice counter. 35 million damage. That's great. I'm gonna go for the standby. I think we could probably... Oh. We could probably get it. All right, so we got guaranteed dodge here. Okay, so what do we want to do? This guy has only... Oh, he's only dodged and received 2, so he still needs more juice. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. I want Dabura's active to only be used when he's stronger. I don't want to use it right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up this. Then we'll do this. And then we will... Ew, what? We'll do this. Yeah. Well, check out the super. How much are we going to take? Maxed out Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta versus 88% damage reduction on the free-to-play. Double digits. Very nice. All right, so he's got max crit. 40 million attack stat for this guy. Please do some crit damage, please. You are killing me. 26 million. All right, he gets hit. I think that was all he needed. So I think he's now I think he's reached 6 attacks received and dodged. So when we come back, we'll use his active. Depending on next turn, we'll use Dabura's active there as well, because Spopovich might be in danger. I don't recall how many times he's been hit. Okay, so Dabura, that's looking pretty good. He has the 6. Okay, so I could use his. Let's see now. Spopovich has been hit twice. He has to get hit a total of, I think, 8 times before losing damage reduction. Okay, so he's fine. So if we got Goma in slot 1 doing some stuff now. Oh. Okay, no. I'm gonna have to use, yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and use this. I don't want Goma to get hit. I'd rather, wow, okay. Good amount of damage. Would have been nicer if it was a crit. All right, so let's do this. Yeah, just to give the Dabura more defense. Let's do that. Then we'll give this to the Dabura. We do kind of hurt the Majin Vegeta standby finisher there, but like we saw before, it's not really worth it. Like, it's not going to be doing that much of a difference. Okay, so 35. Okay, so we're going to counter this. Wait, what? Oh, he dodged it. He didn't counter it? Wait, what? Why? 70% chance to nullify and counter. So how does that work? Did the 70% not proc, or did the damage proc and supersede it? 65 million damage on that super. Look at our attack stat, 112 million. Nice damage. This just makes me want to give him critical even more. Ouch! Spopovich, what are you doing? Buddy? Oh my god. Dodge. Oh wait, no, we're fine. Okay. Oof. Oof. 3 more turns. It's not even over. All right, so we got to do it again. This guy's been hit 8 times. Okay, so we could do this. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's activate the active skill. Give me a crit, please. Finally. There we go. Max damage. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh, nice. I'll do this, actually. Okay. We got a ton of orbs we could pick up here. A lot of lost healing, but it's fine. It's fine. 11 orbs. And then Majin Vegeta will get 7. Yeah, okay. This is really good. We might not even... We might just win before we come back here. Oh, wait, never mind. That was garbage. Well, you know what? We are going to be building our stats. So if we get the counter, then it'll be a lot more powerful with all this. Counter. Crit. 58 million damage on a counter is pretty good. I forgot to use the scouter item. This team is working out pretty well, I gotta say. Even the Spopovich. I like this team. It's a fun little pocket-sized team. Yes, we do have Goma's. We could use Goma's ability. Let's go ahead and do that. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and use this just to have it ready for next turn. So yeah, let me use Goma's ability right here. Goma's active. Hey, nice. Okay, so what I want to do is, these orbs aren't going to count towards the goal. I think what I'd rather do is prioritize getting the orbs ready. So let me do this. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. Yeah. It's a one-turn thing. What, another 8 million damage? Not even a crit. No, 9 million. All right, no more Goma. Very good. Let me use Yakon's ability, because why not? 40% stats for him. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and do this. And then Dabura is going to do this. Actually, this would be better. Let's use this 5. Let's use this 5. All right, let's do this. 5, 4. Okay. If we don't kill this turn, we will for sure kill next turn. Nice dodge. $109 million attack set for Goma. Our Dabura has eclipsed 109, so Goma is not leading the pack as much as I thought he would. But that is also because Dabura is Max Lynx and Rainbow. At 55%, very different story. 106 million attack stat to start. That's about what Goma had, right? 106, 109? 65 million damage on a crit. Nice. Yeah, it's now past 6 turns. He doesn't have his combo. This is why going additional will help with that, but it's not a guarantee. All right, we're taking him out next turn. All right, Yakon, take it easy. Nice. All right, this is it. We don't have the same level of synergy that we did before. Not even close. Oh my God, wait, we're gonna lose. Okay, so in this situation, let's forget about the extra orbs. It's not gonna matter. Let's just go ahead and use this. I'm gonna put Dabura slot 1. Yeah, let's put Dabura slot 1. So we'll do this, 7 orbs. That brings our total to 85. A little bit better than last time, but synergy-wise, much less. So let's use it. 39 million damage. I mean, we did about the same, right? Okay, and then we'll do this. This gives Dabura much more synergy, so we'll do that. And that should be a wrap. Counter, nice. About 40 million attack set for the counter. 58 million damage with that counter. 100 million attack stat. Dabura's legit. Dabura is legit. With the countering and the dodging and all that stuff. Pretty good. Dabura's pretty good, man. What can I say? Not a top tier squad, but it'll do. Now, when it comes to the Babidi Super EZA, obviously, damage-wise, pretty big disappointment when you compare it to the summonable counterparts, but you got to remember, this is a free-to-play unit. So, honestly, for what he is capable of giving you on the team in terms of, you know, linkage for the Dabura, the team support, the critical, the stats for multiple turns, the dodging, this is actually a pretty self-sufficient unit in the slot 1. Great dodging, great defense, great damage potential if you give some crit. And then when you transform into the Majin Vegeta, you can actually have another great defensive unit for a few turns. with just a little bit, consider it more of just like the standby as defense, and then you have a little bit of bonus damage. We were doing about 35 to 40 million on a crit, which isn't much, but hey, every little bit helps. And considering this team overall isn't the greatest team, this is a great push in the right direction for Majin Buu Saga. So in terms of using the Babidi, I would say in terms of hit potential, focus more so on additionals and crit, just to give Babidi himself a little bit more to do, because you don't need dodge. Well, I mean, you could give the dodge if you are worried about team health when you are in the standby mode, but I don't personally think you're going to need it. When he's in Babidi form, you don't need the dodge that much. The dodge is already pretty much covered. 70% here. He gets 80% temporarily when receiving a super. He gets another 80%. He gets another 10% after that after receiving the dodge. So he will on average get about 80%. And then when you consider his base 5 dodge, you multiply that, or you factor that in, you have a little bit over 80%. So his dodge is great. When he goes standby, he can tank pretty much whatever you need to. If you are worried about that, you could give him some more dodge. But I personally am going to go max. I think I'm going to go max additional and the rest crit. I'm going to just give a lot more in terms of the link skill or the skill orbs. I'm not going to do too much. I'm not going to give him a level 11 attack boost, major attack buffing equips, because he's just not going to do that much. It's not worth it. Now for Dabura, I am very happy with how Dabura is working in terms of damage. What I want more is more consistent criticals. I think we can solve that by adding more critical bonus characters in the support. But in terms of the build, I think I'm happy with this. Because he doesn't have guard, he doesn't have damage reduction, dodging is really all he's got. So making his dodge better will give him more survivability, more longevity. Since he does permanently stack the defense though, the longer you go, the less it'll matter. Kind of like the UI Goku in a sense. So if you don't care about the early rotations, if you're feeling comfortable, then you can maybe focus on more damage and go for more crit. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to keep it like this. It's just an all-around balanced build, 20% for everything. So hopefully, you know, we'll get the best of all of it occasionally. But his damage is crazy. 100+ million attack stat. This dude is nuts. Majin Buu Saga is in a good place moving forward. Hopefully we can get a few more upgrades to make this unit or make this team at top tier. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Leave in the comments your thoughts on the Dabura max links, your thoughts on the LR Babidi Super EZA max links. Together, do you consider this duo to be pretty formidable when you consider like some of the best teams out there, the best units out there? Where would you rank these two together? Are you disappointed by the lack of damage that the free-to-play LR Babidi can do in that standby finisher? Or is that about what you expected considering it is a free-to-play? Let me know your thoughts overall. Hit potential builds that you would personally choose in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let you know when I'm going to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.